Oh, thank God I didn't miss his speech. Oh, I'm so worried.
Listen, he's gonna do great. Don't let that make you more nervous. Come on, support him. Give him some hands.
The miraculous inventiveness of man shall not be dedicated to his death, but consecrated to his life. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, Atoms for Peace, UN General Assembly. The invention of nuclear power would have an everlasting impact on the world. It was 8 years after World War II ended, and the Cold War began, and we saw the United States use the atomic bomb for the first time. The whole world knew what its power was and how deadly it could be. I think Eisenhower made a great point on his speech about how the transmittance of atomic power and the knowledge to make those bombs were very important and dangerous to the world. If an enemy country like the Soviet Union, for instance, found out about it, then they could use it to threaten us. Therefore, the Cold War, the arms race. Here is a quote from President Dwight D. Eisenhower. The atomic age has moved forward at such a pace that every citizen of the world should have some comprehension, at least in comparative terms, of the extent of this development of the utmost significance to every one of us. This is important because many countries have attained the info to make the atomic bomb and to use them and threaten us with them. The speech showed a lot of emotion when talking about the danger of the atom bomb around the world. With the spread of the knowledge, every country that wanted to and had enough resources and money could make them and use them against us for power or for influence. Here is another quote from the President Eisenhower. I know that American people share my deep belief that if a danger exists in the world, it is a danger shared by all, and equally that if hope exists in the mind of one nation, that hope should be shared by all. This emphasizes that not only is danger lurking for the United States, but for the whole world itself. The atomic bomb has been used as a weapon before during World War II to end it, and enemies will use them to not only threaten us, but other countries as well. Here is another quote from the President. Surely no sane member of the human race could discover such victory in such desolation. This is important because nuclear warfare is not only a threat today, but was back then and will still always be a threat to the world. Despite its potential for destruction, Eisenhower talked how the atomic bomb or atomic power can be beneficial for the world. Eisenhower was telling the United Nations that the United States was researching the atomic power, and if the United Nations would like to send in a small group of researchers and some money to help them with the cause. This is important to know and use because atomic power is cleaner and more renewable energy. President Eisenhower was a very trustworthy and credible man. He was a military aide to General Douglas MacArthur from millercenter.org, and this was important because he was president during the Cold War and he had to make the important decisions about the nuclear bombs and the decisions with the UN. The invention of nuclear power has had an everlasting impact on the world. Over half a century ago, it was used to put an end to World War II. However, other countries got the knowledge and can now make their own bombs. Eisenhower tried to assure the United Nations that the U.S. was going to use its power and influence to try and control the atomic power. He believed that with efforts of all the countries of the world, nuclear power could be harnessed for the good of mankind. From AmericanRhetoric.com. That's it.
Great job.
Can you do this?